You have star energy. You are part of this collective I read for sometimes that has this really massive energy and that can accomplish a lot of things. You are someone who's extremely magnetic. You have things come to you effortlessly. You you try and you fail, but you succeed way more often than you fail. The Star Collective is also a group of people that are approaching stardom, and what this is you're achieving notoriety, you're becoming well known, you're becoming a household name, you're becoming someone whom a lot of people recognize, a lot of people know. This isn't always a good thing, sometimes this can be difficult, but trust that there is a reputation that people in this collective have. They are known, they are well recognized. So the reason that I am filming this at 3 in the morning, one is I can't sleep, and I was really feeling this message come through, and I haven't channeled for months actually. But I'm really feeling like being called to channel more for the collectives that I have channeled for before again. So, anyway, yeah, what you need to know at this time is you're at the cusp of a really big breakthrough. You're gonna have a lot of weird synchronicities start happening in your life now. Something about twins is relevant. Either you're a twin or you know a twin, or something about a twin keeps coming up, like twin towers, twin peaks, twin outcomes, something about twin energy. There's also this diversity of outcomes. So there's this feeling of like a lot of potential or a lot of differences in how a situation can turn out. You're someone who's able to overcome a lot of adversity, and you're someone who's able to look blindly into the dark and still find your way. You're someone who has overcome multiple different seasons of trials and tribulations. You're someone who continually comes up with good ideas and implements them. You need to be way less hard on yourself than you have been. There's a lot going on in life in general, but your life specifically has a lot. And sometimes you don't give yourself credit nearly enough for all of the things that you're doing and have done and will do. So remind yourself that it's not a race. There's no finish line. There's just, you're going to perpetually keep doing things. So you need to enter the space of being okay with the fact that some things get left undone, some things don't get finished on time, some things are just out of your control. I'm really in the flow state right now. I'm kind of not even remembering what I had just said. So I hope this is helpful for whoever is listening to it. There's a lot of downloads, a lot of information I'm getting. Something about like green veracity also. So there's this feeling of like, just because you're young, just because you're youthful, doesn't mean you're not truthful. It doesn't mean that you're not powerful. You need to lean into the aspects of yourself that are under nurtured or like overplayed. Like you need to become someone who's capable of holding the version of you that you always wanted to be but haven't been yet, because you've either felt not supported enough or not like proficient enough. What is this coming through? There is a greenness or a newness. There's something very scared about you pushing forward to this next stage, but you need to recognize this next stage is for you. You're not going to fall. You're not going to have issues. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be great. You're part of the Star Collective. You are a large group of people that is capable of achieving their dreams. But what you have to do is focus on yourself and listen to yourself. It's not just going to happen without you trying. It's not just going to happen without you making effort. I know there's people who talk about, oh, this just fell into my lap. Trust that everyone is working. They may be working in different ways than you're working, but it's still working. Excuse me. Nothing in life comes easily. And I feel like that's a controversial statement, but it's this idea that like you can just have everything that you want without having to sacrifice at all, without having to work for it at all. The thing is that life comes with exchange. So this concept of, oh, things just come easily for me, it's because things once came hard for you, you know, like it's things once were difficult for you. The reason they can be easy now is because you've experienced, you know, the difficulties. So if you're someone who things come easily to, or they're coming more easily to, it's because you were once someone that it was very hard how the things came into your life. So there's not just going to be this like, all right, take your hand, everything's taken care of, you don't have to do anything, because there's a certain amount of stress that is needed for you in order to accomplish your goal, in order to accomplish your mission, in order for you to bring through and birth the child or child's, like, the projects and books and stories and emails and autographs, all these like different things. You need a certain amount of pressure to do it. If everything in your life is taken care of, the thing is that you probably will not do what it is that you need to do, because you'll just be like, oh, I'm tired, I'll just take it easy, I'll just lay back. And that's the worst thing you can do right now, is lay back. Which is funny, because I'm very laid back right now. What you need to do is really dig your heels in and understand this is happening for your benefit. There's something difficult you're going through right now. There's something that is like keeping you up crying at night. There's something that is tugging at your soul. It's making you feel miserable. And you have to understand this is you letting go of something that no longer has a place in your life. It's going to feel difficult doing this. It's going to feel unreasonable doing this. You just need to let it happen and trust the outcome is what is meant for you. The outcome is what is meant to happen. You are not tarnished. You are not, okay, this is a weird message. You are not tarnished. You are not beautiful. You are a soul, and a soul doesn't shine. It doesn't glimmer. A soul is bright. And there's something about the fact that a soul, it is not beautiful or ugly. It simply is. It's a matter of where you look at the soul. It's a matter of how you evaluate it. And people don't understand that a soul can look different depending on who's viewing it. It can look differently depending on what aspects you're looking at. So there are people looking at aspects of you and they think that they're beautiful. But there are people looking at aspects of you and thinking they're false, and they're thinking they're wrong. You need to understand that to look at you, to look at the aspects of you, it requires a lot of resilience. And you're the person who has to look at yourself the most. So I know it's not fun, but you're going to have to do it. Let me see what else is here for you. There's this sadness and this ego-ness, this letting go. Like you've tried really hard for something and you've given it your best effort, and you need to let it go now. It's not going to work out for you the way you had hoped, the way you had planned it to. The reason is because you're not naive, but you are hopeful, and you are going to give something a fair chance because you believe in that. I'm feeling very emotional, like almost like I'm gonna cry. There's something you gave a lot of your heart and soul to. It's not working out the way you wanted it to, but that is okay. What you need to understand is you are taken care of. Everything that is unfolding now is for a reason. You have the reins, and you did what you did, and you did exactly what you were supposed to. And I feel like I'm gonna cry saying that. So there's a lot of emotion in you, and there's a lot of maybe emotion from your spirit guides and stuff. You did so much, you did so well, you trusted so much, and you proved yourself, and you need to know you are divinely guided, watched over, looked out for. There is so much going right for you right now, you don't even know. It's this weird feeling of like you stop and bend down to tie your shoelace, and you miss oncoming traffic, like you miss a collision, because the little inconvenience that happens that makes you think like, oh my god, like fate is tripping over me, or like, like I'm tripping over my shoe, like, oh my god, that could have been bad. That is such a tiny thing. You don't realize that the train wreck, the car collision course that was headed your way if you had kept walking in that direction. So you need to really lean into this fact that you're divinely guided. You are trusted with, I want to cry again, you're trusted with so much in this beautiful universe. You don't even know. You're bringing things into this world that people before you could not bring into it. Your time is valuable. Your energy is valuable. You are such an important such an important person here at this time, in this way, in this place. You need to stop letting other people tell you your value, or tell you, oh, this is good about you, that's good about you. You're way more valuable than most people realize or recognize. But I'm here recognizing that for you now and realizing it for you now. So like, you need to realize it with me. You need to understand that you're divinely guided, you're divinely loved, you're so appreciated, beautiful soul. You are so loved and appreciated. You have no idea. Your patience is exemplary, is what I am hearing verbatim. Your heroism is appreciated. Your love is legendary. You are a beautiful soul. So you need to understand that sometimes this world chews up beautiful people because you love so much and you trust so much, but that's part of your beauty. That's always going to be the way that you are. You can't change that about yourself. So you just have to lean into it. You just have to understand you're a soft person in a hard world. I wonderful title of the video that. But so much is unfolding for you now because you have walked out with this utmost faith and trust in the universe that it was going to open a path underneath your feet and that you were going to walk out and be fine. You were ready to fall into the abyss below because I'm hearing that you recently said in the last 2 weeks, you just said, all right, universe, you take care of it. All right, universe, I trust you. You do it. And you really have been trusting it. You've been testing the bridge even of like, I see a bridge over a canyon and I see you walking out onto that bridge and there's nothing underneath that canyon. It's like a valley and it has like trees and there's this like fog and dense bushes and stuff. It's a long drop down, like Amazonian like forest sort of like, I don't know, it's a very lush space underneath there, but excuse me, not enough to cushion your blow. You're walking out over this empty space. I'm getting full body chills and I just saw 11:11 on my timer. You're walking out over this space and you're saying, all right, universe, you got me. I trust you. You're literally like leading it up to the universe, whether you die or live. That's how you're living your life now. And that's the only way you're living your life now. I'm so proud of you. Me personally, the universe also, but like me personally, I'm so proud of you for getting to this moment because this has been so hard for you to get to. It's a moment most people never reach because most people are never willing to walk on that bridge. Most people are never willing to put themselves out there in a way that is meaningful, in a way that is real. Most people are never willing to allow themselves to be hurt. But you have allowed yourself to be hurt over and over again. And it's not because you're stupid. It's not because you're dumb. I keep hearing it's not because you're stupid and it's not because you're dumb. Apparently those are two different things. But it is because you are beautiful and you are kind, you are sweet. And what I mean by when I say beautiful, maybe there are people of you thinking that you're not beautiful, but I want you to know that you're beautiful. The physical appearance is an aspect of beauty, but also the glow you radiate from within is very beautiful, very magnetic. You are someone who's very charming to people. You are very alluring and magnetic. And so your kind of beautiful is just, it's very exemplary. You're just this very exemplary individual I keep getting, and it's not a word I often have in channelings. You're exemplary because you do things by the book, but in a way that is meaningful. You look at the rules and you follow them to the utmost degree with respect to human kindness. So if the rules say to do something this way, you're going to do it that way, but also you're going to accommodate people. You're going to accommodate like self-interest. Like you just have this very beautiful way of doing things, and people don't appreciate that enough about you. So I'm appreciating that for you right now, and I hope you can appreciate this about yourself too, because it's wonderful. You're in the middle of this bridge right now. I see the bridge is like swaying. You're in the middle of the bridge and you're in the trust fall of the process. But the funny thing is you're not falling. You're standing. You're standing. It's like a trust stand because you could fall at any moment. I'm getting more body chills. You could fall at any moment, but you don't even care. I see that you don't care because you're like, you're truly surrendered. It's not this fake surrender people talk about. It's like true surrender. Like, if the universe wants me to die, I'm fine with it. You know what? Maybe it's my time. But if the universe wants me to live, the universe better provide a place for me to live is like literally what I'm hearing. Some of you may have like a little bit of a housing insecurity crisis right now, or maybe like food stamps or food is an issue. There's some basic like human rights or human needs you have right now, and you're kind of just trusting the universe to take care of it because you can't take care of it yourself. Sorry, I have this weird, it's been a long time since I have done one of these channelings, and I'm just realizing kind of a little bit of where I used to be when I did these and where I am now. I don't know, maybe you who's watching this is also kind of seeing how far you've come, like how far the other side of like the shore or the bridge looks, and you still have a long way to go. It's not because you're not supported. You're on the bridge. You are literally supported the entire freaking way. And then once you even get to the other side, it's going to be even more supportive because you're going to be on solid ground. But you have to cross this bridge. You have to cross this bridge because you come to it. You can't live on the continent, the land you used to be on. That's why you're on this bridge. This bridge too. A lot of passion, a lot of motivation, a lot of excitement here in this energy and in this message. You need to understand you are in the palm of the universe's hand now. You can't do anything to change the course of this battle, is what I'm hearing. So there's some sort of like battle going on right now. Maybe it's spiritual warfare, maybe it's warfare with yourself. Maybe you don't like the identity of who you're becoming because it's so at odds with who you used to be. You're at war with yourself. There is something changing and shifting in the tides. Just let it go. The bridge has you. You have no ability to stand over the open air. You have to rely on that bridge, okay? If it's gonna fall, you're in too deep at this point. You just have to fall with it. I'm literally being sent here to tell you it's your time to fall. It's your time to go with it. It's your time to trust and keep it moving. You have to do that. There's no other way for you to live your life now. You've committed too hard to this path, and you should have. It's the right path for you. Most of these people, I see a bunch of people like milling before the bridge. They never cross it. They get right up to it and they never go to the other side. They talk about what the other side looks like. They talk about the bridge. They talk about all the... So many of these chatterboxes, it's actually pissing me off. So many of these chatterboxes are standing at the beginning of the bridge. You're actually on it, but you're not even talking about it. This is actually pissing me off. You're not even talking about what it feels like to live this process. Those other people who don't even know a tenth, a fraction of what you've been through and what you're going through, they're talking about it like they're on the bridge. They ain't on the bridge. You look around, you're the only person on this bridge. So you need to stop letting other people talk about where you're at too. You know, stop letting other people describe where you're at or say where you're at like they know, because they don't. They see what it looks like, but they're standing on the safety of this solid ground, thinking, oh, I could do it. I don't need to, but I could. It's like they're comforting themselves by how brave they are. Meanwhile, they haven't demonstrated any of that bravery. Meanwhile, I don't see them walking on the bridge that you're walking on. You have cried yourself to sleep so many nights, praying for this moment, praying for these gifts you have, praying for this mission in this future, praying you'd be finally ready to come into it, and you have, and you are. And I see you hesitating at the center because you're like, do I go that 1 foot farther? Because you're at the 50-50 point. One step further puts you 51% towards the new life and 49%, or you know what I'm saying? Like your advancement progress is 51%. So you now have like more behind you than you do ahead. Excuse me. Confirmation burps like crazy. Excuse me. You really need to let go. You need to let go of these people on the other side of the bridge. They're not going to understand you. They're never going to understand you. You need to look for your people on the other side. You need to look for the people who are humble, people who are kind, that live on the other side of this bridge. They've walked the bridge. You don't need to explain yourselves to these people. These people understand where you are. They understand where you're at, and they understand where you're coming from. They understand where you've been. You don't need to explain yourself anymore. You're someone who's always needed to explain yourself because people never seem to understand where you're at. And the thing is because you've been walking on this bridge a lot longer than you've been alive. You've been walking on this bridge for many lifetimes. I see. A lot of people, it takes many lifetimes to walk this bridge. It's like you're doing it all in one though. Like your progress has been advancing, but like in this life, you have had the experience of being on this side, walking all the way to the center, and now almost being to the other. The other is within sight. You know what I mean? You're so close, and you have to go within and really dig deep for this strength, because all you need to do is walk. But I know it is the scariest thing in the world to do that right now, but just walk. You're a star, you know? You are someone who's going to change the world. Every bit of resistance you're meeting is literally, I'm seeing 911 is my like confirmation to check in with your guides and stuff and like to pay attention. Everything is about to change for you. You don't even have to do anything but walk. You have the easiest part. If you can just recognize that it's easy now. That doesn't mean doing it like not scared. You're probably going to be scared while you do it, but just keep doing it. Bravery isn't the absence of fear, it's the ability to push forward through it. Yeah. I'm gonna end the message there, but this is just encouragement, confirmation for someone who really needs it. Um, you are wonderful. You are amazing. You are loved. Yeah, I'm so excited for your journey. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.